All righty, folks, welcome out to the Sevier Valley Center for the 7th game of the day. This one features the Valley Buffaloes in their home whites and the Tabiona Tigers in their road purples. Tabiona comes in the Region 22's number 2 team. Three team. Yeah, Rich was the number 2.
Right.
And Valley Buffaloes the number 1 seed out of Region 20. This should be an exciting matchup. Look at some of the starters and the leading scorers. First for Tabiona, Wyatt Fabrizio leads Tabiona with 15 points a game. Dakota Young, 14. Hayes Giles with 10. Cage Riley with 9. Colton Iverson with 6 points. And Caden Giles with 5.
And you got to watch out for it. A few of these guys have hit 20-plus threes this season. Hayes Giles is their real big shooter, and that's about exclusively where he'll shoot is from downtown. But Fabrizio can knock it down from out there. Dakota Young can. Caden Giles comes off the bench, and he's a pretty dang good shooter from outside as well.
Absolutely. Over 100 threes, about 140 threes or so by those leading 6. And the Valley Buffaloes, they like to shoot the 3-ball as well. They're led in scoring by Gavin Hoyt, 13 points a game. Orrin Wood with 12, Kyson Spencer with 7, Cameron Franklin with 7, Braden Heaton with 6, Connor Chamberlain with 3, and Ricky Bullock with 2 points. Gavin Hoyt, Orrin Wood, Kyson Spencer, and Connor Chamberlain. Now Connor doesn't have as many. He really's kind of come on late. He started out the season off the bench, and then the Buffaloes have starting him. He's just a sophomore, but has given the Buffaloes some great scoring down the stretch here.
Valley, as you mentioned, the number 1 team from Region 20. They had a strong finish to the season, the regular season. They've continued that here at State, but won the Region 20 tournament. And as good as Tabby has been this year, it's surprising that they are the number 3 team from Region 22, but they lost twice to Rich. They lost once to Manila, and that put them at number 3. But this is a Tabby team that can score a ton of points. They're good on defense, and they're long. They've got some size. Engage Riley inside. They're a very good team.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was kind of the 3 top teams up there in Region 22 kind of beat up on each other, and it was really a close region in the top 3.
Yeah, Rich lost to Manila by 5 and then by 2 in overtime. Rich beat Tabiona by 1 and by 4. Manila beat Tabiona. You may have seen that last-second buzzer beater by Garrett Potter that put them on top. It was a shot over his head,
he
behind his back. And so they beat Tabby with that win, and then I think Tabby beat Manila by like 3 or 4. So all those contests decided by 4 or 5 points or less.
Well, and the Buffaloes actually went into the Region 20 tournament in 3rd place.
Yeah.
Then they beat Bryce Valley in the semifinal game. Bryce Valley was number 2. And then they beat Valley in Panguitch. And Valley has come on strong these last few weeks of the season. They seem to be peaking at the right time. This has been your GigaFast pregame report brought to you by South Central Communications. Get a gig and get going.
Whatever, either way. Valley certainly has the advantage in height. Fabrizio and Heaton for the tip. Valley wins it. Quick 3, Owen Hoyt, swish. Boy,
Gavin Hoyt.
Gavin, thank you.
And, yeah, off the tip, takes it to the corner.
So Valley with an early lead. Colton Iverson on the right wing. Fabrizio. Tigers in the road, purples, white numbers. Valley, the designated home team.
These Tabby uniforms, I like them. The white pops on that purple. And fouled as Fabrizio drives down. He gets a quick foul on Braden Heaton. The Tabiona girls' uniforms on their home are a black number outlined by white. So hard to read from up a ways. My bad sight, but
Fabrizio is kind of, to me, like 1A's Kevin Durant. He does it all. He's long. He can cover tons of ground with just a couple of steps, handles the ball extremely well, and hits the free throw to put Tabiona on the board. Second free throw good as well. Fabrizio this season, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal every game, and scored 7 and 5 in the win yesterday. They didn't need him a whole lot in that win over Wayne. They blew out the Badgers by 30.
Wood's shot goes wide right, saved by Franklin. Fabrizio there to pick it up. Wood 1-on-3, pass across to Young, up and in.
And Dakota Young is as good as anybody in the state at finishing at the rim. He can hang, he's got great jump, a great leaping ability, and a great finishing ability.
Couple quick looks those last couple possessions from the Buffaloes. Franklin with the rebound, puts it up, and he's fouled from behind by Colton Iverson. You know, probably not necessarily the look that Coach Hoyt is wanting on those quick pull off from the dribble shots.
Yeah, especially if you look at what Valley has done this season. Offensively, they're middle of the road in 1A, 55 points a game, but defensively, that's where they've really shined because they can be so efficient on offense, and they've allowed only 40 points per game. That's tops in the state in 1A boys basketball.
And part of that comes from the size of Valley. You know, they start Franklin at 6'4", and Heaton at 6'8". They bring Kyson Spencer 6'4" off the bench, and they're all three extremely athletic, good ball players. And so it makes it hard to penetrate. Wood picks the pocket of Young and finishes with a miss over the top, hard off the backboard.
Young, a transfer from Duchesne, and has been playing at Tabiona for the last 3 years. Gage Riley also lives closer to Duchesne. Young open three, back iron, nope, rebound. Wood chases it down the sideline. I think Valley tipped it.
Yeah, last tip by Gavin Hoyt.
Colton Iverson, we've mentioned him. He scores about 6 points per game. He's so important to this team. He's got good size. He's a very good defender, and he's the hustle. I mean, he's the garbage man. He just does everything for this team, gets the hustle points, and a lot of stuff that you don't see on the stat sheet.
Now, every team needs a good workhorse, though, to pick up the garbage at the rim and to keep the team moving forward, and they're so hard to come by.
You can see the intensity in this one already high. Fabrizio takes a little contact, dribbles the ball off his foot, partly because of that contact, and no foul. I'd like the no call. That's just good defense, and Tabby turns it over for the second time already.
Chamberlain lob inside to Heat and kicks it back up top to Franklin.
Tied at 4. Midway, a couple minutes into the first quarter. Wood on the right wing.
Lob inside to Franklin. Giles there, backside help to take it away, out to Fabrizio. He pulls it up, Young up top to Giles. And Connor Chamberlain using his shoulder to hold up Giles on that drive. Probably a good call, a little too much contact.
First foul of the game second team foul against Valley. It'll be a big key for Tabiona is to keep Gage Riley out of foul trouble. Good pass.
Blocked by Heaton high, but right there to put back in the layup is Gage Riley.
And Riley won't create much on his own. He's not a big post up and back to the basket type scorer, but they'll run a lot of high pick and rolls. He'll get buckets that way, and then like you just saw, offensive boards and putbacks, and his size helps him with that.
Inside again to Heaton. That goes off his foot out of bounds. Nope, they say it went off of Giles.
Tabby fans don't like that call, and maybe the refs, they're going to talk about this.
Yep.
Valley with 4 early turnovers, Mike.
Yeah, uncharacteristic of Valley. Their guard line is as solid handling the ball as I've seen all year. Now, I haven't watched a lot of the northern teams, but they've got a very solid guard line. Fabrizio drives, scoops, blocked by Heaton.
This Tabiona broadcast is brought to you in part by First Call Propane. First Call Propane wishes Tabby good luck and says, Tigers, bring home the gold. First Call Propane. Hayes Giles to inbound. He finds Young, Dakota. He's a quick, shifty guard, very good ball handler. Fabrizio. Young wanted the 3, but the length of Valley prevents that.
You know, Valley runs a 2-3 zone 99% of the time, and Gage Riley steps out of bounds before he gets that ball back in. But because of their length, they're able to cover that outside shot. Most teams get in a zone, and you can really shoot that 3 ball over them. Valley is very hard to do that against.
Yeah, and also it helps that you've got that 6'8" center down in the middle plugging things up. If anybody gets any penetration, he's going to block shots. Travel, 5 turnovers early on for Valley, but they're down just 2, 6-4. Both teams with their share of turnovers. Tabby with 3 of their own. You see the nerves, and with reason. This is a big game, and I don't think it's, I mean, quarterfinal games are big, but this year's quarterfinal game's as big as any since I've experienced one of Utah basketball.
Fabrizio with the turnaround jumper from the baseline. 8-4, Tabby.
Wood.
Yep, sorry, Ryan.
You go ahead. You got it, Mike. You take it.
Connor Chamberlain miss rebound off of Giles, and they say they went off Franklin. That ball looked like it was in from Chamberlain.
We're getting some pretty physical play. You saw Giles end up on the floor there. I wouldn't have been surprised to call a whistle. Not saying there was a foul, but wouldn't have surprised me. But officials letting him play early on here.
And that's how it's been. I don't know how it's been over at the high school, but it's been really physical here in these last 3 or 4 games. Seems like you get the state and the officials want to let the kids battle it out. Bounce pass into Gage Riley, steps out of bounds, trying to get around Heaton.
And again, there's some physicality there. Riley pushed around a bit underneath, and good no call. It was solid defense, but he stepped on the line and traveled, and that's just part of that contact and the physicality of state basketball.
Chamberlain comes off the screen from Heaton, lob inside to Franklin, back out to Connor Chamberlain.
Boy, a lot of physicality. Heaton just got pushed, asking for a foul, doesn't get it.
Wood drives in, a blocking foul, and if the block doesn't come, he probably gets an offensive foul 2 steps later.
Wood just lowered the shoulder and drove into Dakota Young. Young not happy about that call, but it's 2 team fouls on Tabiona, 3:06 left in the first. It's a Tabby team that was ranked #1 for much of the season. They beat Panguitch and Valley at the 1A preview.
Chamberlain steps out there and drains a 3.
Tabby beat Valley 54-38 earlier this year, December 8th. That was a day after beating Panguitch by 8 down here at the Cedar Valley Center. There's that height again, the length of Valley, causing Tabby some issues.
Hayes Giles answers.
And he was headed up court as soon as he let that ball go. He knew it felt right.
Gavin Hoyt and 1. All they're saying he'd before the shot, which it probably was.
Cal Roberts and Sagebrush Cafe wish the Tabiona Tigers good luck at this week's state tournament. Go Tigers from Sagebrush Cafe and Cal Roberts.
Drive, scoop, score for Wood, and 3 Tabiona players end up on the floor.
Just a couple minutes left in this first quarter. I don't know if we've seen a substitution yet from either team. Fabrizio, right angle jumper, a little too strong.
Yeah, the only substitution, Kyson Spencer in for the Buffaloes.
Yeah. Spencer pulls down that rebound on the defensive end.
Drive by Wood again, blocked from behind by Gage Riley. The ball hits the floor, and a reach-in foul on Kyson Spencer.
And he argues it, but Hayes Giles had a good grip on that ball, and it would have been tough for Spencer to reach in and get a jump ball without a foul.
That block by Gage Riley, he drove that straight down into the ground.
That was like a spike in volleyball.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bump, set, hit.
And it went straight down at the net. Dakota Young, Yo-Yo's right side, hands to Fabrizio. Almost lost the handle to Wood.
Wood with active hands. He's poked a couple away already.
You know, Wood is a fun player to watch. He's deceivingly fast. You look at him and he just doesn't look like he's moving fast, but he is. out of bounds off the Buffaloes. He's a fun player to watch. He makes things happen.
Yeah, and if you look at him, he doesn't look, I mean, let's be honest, he doesn't look like this type of a point guard, the type of athlete that he really is.
Absolutely.
I mean, I look like not an athlete, and I'm not an athlete.
Yeah, but me either. Dakota Young, right side, defended by Kyson Spencer. Kyson falls back in. Shot up, fouled. Gage Riley will go to the line.
Tabiona's ability to penetrate like Young just did and then get it inside is going to be key tonight, especially if they can draw those fouls. Kyson Spencer with 2 fouls already. If Tabby can get some fouls, they're going to get more easy buckets inside.
And Kyson Spencer's only been on the floor for about 3 minutes. So 2 quick fouls for Spencer. Ooh, soft touch in the roll.
Riley averages 9 points, 7 rebounds a game. And he's just such a big presence for this team inside, and we haven't seen him run the pick and roll high outside, and they may not today because of that 2-3 zone defense from Valley. But he is a big part of the success for this Tabiona team.
Up and in. Tabiona perfect from the foul line, 4 of 4. Connor Chamberlain up top. Gavin Hoyt defended Caden Giles into the game. Wood in the corner, Chamberlain.
Good recovery defensively by Tabiona as Colton Iverson went for the steal, didn't get it. Left a man open, but Tabby recovers.
Wood gets the corner, popped out, taken away by Iverson. Ahead to Fabrizio for 2.
And there you see how quickly Fabrizio can cover ground. 3 steps from beyond the arch all the way to the hoop for the finish. And he just blew past the 2 defenders.
Gavin Hoyt's fouled. That'll be the 4th team foul. Caden Giles with the foul. Spencer looks to inbound. Bounce pass almost taken away by Fabrizio, chased down by Connor Chamberlain. Wood drives, fakes the pass, gets up, and a foul. I thought they were going to call the travel because that left foot went down before the whistle, and so I thought it was a travel, and they get a foul.
You had a couple dozen Tabiona fans stand up and give the motion for travel. They thought it should be too.
Woods free throw good. That free throw brought to you by Alton Cole. They wish all teams success in the postseason, providing energy responsibly for 13 years.
Tonight's broadcast is also brought to you in part by Max Meats, by Dale and Linda Gines, and by Rhodes Ranch. That's Jan and Irvin Rhodes, wishing the Tigers good luck.
Valley 2 of 4. Fabrizio from 3/4 court won't go. You're watching Utah High School Sportscast presentation of the 1A State Championship Basketball Tournament on live.ksl.com. We'll be back after this.
When you're in need of meat processing, think of the Glendale Country Store. Kyle and Rachel Spencer, from beef to wild game, they do it all. Summer sausage and their famous barbecue jerky. Wishing the Buffaloes success.
It's fun helping each customer find the best vehicle for their needs. I'm Tracy Lawley and I've worked with my brother Kurt for 23 years. Back in 1969, my grandfather Donnell Jensen sold a customer this 1969 Dodge Charger. Years later, I had the opportunity to sell that same customer a new Dodge truck. And we continue to have the opportunity to serve his children and grandchildren. If you're buying a car from someone who isn't having fun, you should definitely come see me before you sign on the dotted line.
Welcome back to second quarter. Oh, sorry, Ryan, I had you muted. I'm used to sitting. David has me having muted most of the time. Fabrizio. These games being broadcast on live.ksl.com, also on mylocalradio.com. Gage Riley up and under, won't go. Cameron Franklin with the rebound. That rebound brought to you by Braggin' Rights Taxidermy. Bring your trophy back to life. Give Jeremy a call. Screen from Franklin.
We've seen Woods follow that screen a couple of times and just immediately attack. That time he just kind of lackadaisically went to the corner.
Casey Reck into the game for the Buffaloes for Connor Chamberlain. Reck steps up for three. Got it.
Reck doesn't shoot a lot from out there, but boy, he makes the Tigers pay tonight for not getting out on him quick enough.
Young had Gage Riley on the roll. Passes to Fabrizio up top.
Valley in a man-to-man defense.
That's a rare sight from the Buffaloes, but you're right. Wood with a little bit of a reach in there. No call.
Tabby fans explode, wanting a foul to be called.
Fabrizio baseline. Riley for three. Rims out. Franklin, I think, thought Heaton was there, and it's put back up in by Young.
And Riley will hit from outside. There's no surprise there that he'll shoot from that spot. He's got good touch.
Reck. Crossover, drive, looks to pass. Gives to Wood. Wood in the lane, takes it, dishes to Franklin for two. Nice assist, Wood to Franklin.
Oh, it was a pretty pass. Wood, a wraparound with the defense right on him, and that leaves Franklin open.
Riley at the high post, hands to Young. Young gets a lane, scoops it up under Franklin. Won't go, gets his own rebound. Swatted away by Casey Reck, out of bounds. Say that went off of Young's leg. Volleyball, 17-15, Tigers.
Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Marty and Stephanie Thomas, Gary and Sherry Stringham, also by Wade and Charlie Brown, and by Jackie and Lance Webb, wishing the Tigers good luck.
Drive by Woods, off the glass, won't go, tipped up by Franklin, gets the rebound. Reck with the little 10-foot floater, won't go. Franklin, Riley pulls down the rebound, gets to Dakota Young, and a foul. Is that going to be on Heaton? It is. Nope. Orrin Wood with the foul. Frosty's carpet cleaning. Bring your carpet back to life with Frosty's. Also, skilled welding and fabrication. Call Shane today for a quote. Garcane Energy wishes all team success, keeping the power on when you need it the most. Garcane Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative. Dakota Young gets a screen from Iverson. Right side for Fabrizio for three. Off the left side, Orrin Wood with the rebound.
That was a little bit of a funny release from Fabrizio. Defense got out on him, and he had to adjust because of the quick closeout.
Taken away by Iverson. Wood just had that ball out in front. Gavin Hoyt sneaks in the backside and takes it away. Heaton, drop steps left, out to Gavin Hoyt for three, won't go. Gage Riley with the rebound for the Tigers. Outlet pass ahead to Fabrizio. Crossover ball taken away. Loose on the floor, picked up by Heaton.
There's a lot of contact there, and Fabrizio wanted the foul called, didn't get it.
Casey Reck, Wood left side. Giles not giving an inch to Heaton. Bodying up, lob inside to Franklin, turns left. Heaton drop steps. Gives to Wood. Wood, floater, blocked. Gets his own rebound to Reck. Reck in the paint. Shots, kicks it out. Gavin Hoyt for three. No good. Rebound, tipped out of bounds off Casey Reck.
Hayes Giles got away with something there. Heaton was going high in the air for the rebound, and Hayes just kind of cut him under just enough to get him off balance away from the ball, but not enough to bring him to the floor.
And, Gage here, I think it almost looks like he tweaked his back or something, the way he's walking and trying to catch his breath. Heaton's a big kid coming down on your back, and that's what happened there. But Gage Riley's, or not Gage,
Hayes Giles.
Hayes Giles
Yeah.
he's tough. Young drives in the paint, scoops, taken away by Franklin. Young saves it, out to Fabrizio up top.
Young gave that away, said, no, I'm not stopping there. I'm getting this back.
High screen, Fabrizio dishes to Gage Riley, blocked by Heaton, or not Iverson, blocked again by Heaton. 2 blocks by Heaton.
That's incredible defense down inside. Those 2 blocks on 2 consecutive shots.
That was interesting. All right, folks, you're watching 1A basketball on KSL, mylocalradio.com.
You have goals. Subway has a fresh fit menu. With 2 servings of veggies and 24 grams of whole grains, Subway has 8 6-inch subs with 400 calories or less, like the rotisserie-style chicken or oven-roasted turkey breast. Choose from 8 great options that are better for you and delicious. Go you! Try the fresh fit menu, only at Subway.
This ad brought to you by Mount Carmel Subway in Orderville, Utah.
The Orderville Town Council wishes the Valley Buffaloes the best of luck. Come and enjoy hiking, ATVing, horseback riding, camping, and hunting. Orderville, home of the Valley Buffaloes and the heart of Kane County.
Glendale Country Store, Kyle and Rachel Spencer can take care of all your meat processing needs, from custom cut beef to wild game. Call today. Mount Carmel Subway owner David Tebbs thanks the Valley community for their support and business. Casey Reck with the ball, off the Buffalo timeout.
JP Steele wishes the Tigers good luck. Bring home the gold. Go Tigers from JP Steele.
Kyson Spencer spins, defended by Giles. Up top, Reck drives, tripped up by Young. The feet get tangled, and Reck hits the floor, picked up by Giles.
Young with a little kick on the basketball stanchion, frustrated with himself for picking up his 3rd personal foul, and
That's a
put
big
himself,
foul.
yeah, on the bench.
Kyson Spencer inbounds to Wood. Back to Spencer in the corner for 3. Off the front iron, off top of the backboard. Fabrizio with the rebound. Has Caden Giles in the corner.
He doesn't get a ton of shots from out the
Tipped
beyond
up
the
by
arc.
Reck, almost taken away, and Fabrizio steps on the sideline. Great hustle by Reck. That's something the Valley, Reck was starting for the Buffaloes early on, and then as Connor Chamberlain has picked up the scoring, he's got more minutes. But off the bench, Casey Reck is such a spark plug. He comes in full speed, full tilt, and get you turnover plays like that. Great play and hustle by Casey Reck.
His energy and his quickness, a big aid. We talked about Valley's 6 turnovers in the first quarter. Tabby has 5 here in the second.
Spencer bounce pass in to Hoyt, tipped away by Fabrizio.
Uinta Basin Medical is proud to support the Tabiona Tigers here at State, and they wish Tabby good luck this weekend. It's Uinta Basin Medical.
Hoyt drives, spins. Fabrizio sticks a hand in there and pulls the ball out, and then Woods called for the reach in on the attempt to steal the ball away from Fabrizio.
That's 2 fouls on Orrin Wood. 16 fouls. It feels like we've had a lot more fouls in physical play than just 16 fouls apiece this late in the first half.
On the next foul for either team, the other team will shoot 1-1.
Low-scoring second quarter. Tabby with just 2 points, Valley with 5.
2-point game, 17-15. Down into Iverson. Giles. Riley. And a reach by Casey Reck. And that'll put Gage Riley at the line.
And Reck didn't like the call. He protested it right out of the bait. But the way that came out of Riley's hand, it was clearly a foul. The arm was hit because you could see that by the way the ball came out.
That's Reck's first foul.
These free throws are brought to you by Basin-Wide Dumpster, serving the Duchesne County And by the Pit Tire and Lube, coming soon to Duchesne. Britton Farnsworth, the owner of the Pit Tire and Lube. Wishing the Tigers good luck.
Riley, perfect from the foul line. 4 of 4 on the night so far. 6 points in the game. 4-point lead for the Tigers. Wood loses the handle. Gets past Iverson. Iverson recovers. Kicks it out to Kyson Spencer. Kyson got away with an extra step.
Wow. And then he passed it to the corner. It was deflected, and Coach Gines came up with it. That was some
good
quickness
hustle
from Coach Gines.
Yeah,
the
baseball
hustle.
Shortstop right there.
That's right.
Next time I see him, I'm going to have to compliment him on his agility, cat-like reflexes. Wood, right wing, pulls up for 3 off the backboard. Timeout, Tabiona to save the possession. You're watching Utah High School Sportscast production of 1A basketball on live.ksl.com, also on KTTA 8.1.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need.
Welcome back to Utah 1A basketball on KSL and mylocalradio.com. Today's broadcast for Tabiona brought to you in part by Ken and Norma Amen, Dennis and Flora Jones, by Dustin Webb, Lucy and Jessup Van Tassel, and by Bob and Renee Park. Wishing Tabiona good luck this weekend.
Tabiona they'll be content here to get the last shot of the half, up by 4. They bring Young back in on offense. He has 3 fouls. Fabrizio double teamed. Got to be getting close. Dribbles out of trouble. Young. Reck tries to reach in, knock it away, and doesn't. Young drives. Kicks out to Iverson. Fabrizio for 3, won't go. Young gets it up. Oh, still no good. So 19-15 Tabby at the break. You're watching Utah High School Sportscast and 1A State Tournament on live.ksl.com.
Dr. Dog, the other day I was at the dog park and ran into Keegan, the Irish setter from up the road. When we smelled hello, I was surprised because he smelled like delicious roasted duck. When I asked if he'd been hunting, he said nein, he had been to see you.
Yes, Mr. Hans German Shepherd, I'm recommending Canine Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com for all my canine patients. The powder mixes with your dog food to create a delicious duck-flavored gravy. Order your Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com today.
This Tabiona halftime entertainment by the Tabiona Tigers, brought to you by Garcane Energy. Keeping the lights on when it means the most. And Touchtone Energy Cooperative. Also by the Quality in Richfield. If you're coming down to the state tournament, make the Quality in Richfield. You're home away from home at the state tournament. State Bank of Southern Utah also proud to sponsor your halftime entertainment. Check them out at sbsu.com for all your banking needs. Check out Ruby's Inn at rubysinn.com. Great winter activities, Gateway Resort to Bryce Canyon National Park. South Central Communications FiberLink high-speed internet, the area's fastest broadband internet. And Southern Utah University. Learn more at suu.edu.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
Our Richfield Hotel, located just off Interstate 70, is a short drive from attractions like the Big Rock Candy Mountain, Fremont Indian State Park, Fish Lake National Forest, the Great Western Trail, and the Paiute ATV Trail. Located near the Sevier Valley Center, make the Quality in Richfield your home for the tournaments.
If you've struggled to get a vehicle because of some bumps in your credit, then come to the all-new Rocky Mountain Yeti Auto Group. We have over 20 different lenders ready to help you reestablish your credit with a quality new or pre-owned vehicle. Good credit, bad credit, bankruptcy? Let the new Rocky Mountain Yeti Auto Group try to help you. Call our credit hotline today and ask for Jeff or Dave to get pre-approved for your next vehicle. Call 307-789-3151 today. Rocky Mountain Yeti, legend driven.
Welcome out to the Southern Utah University halftime report. Check them out at suu.edu. You're watching the Valley Buffaloes and the Tabiona Tigers in a close one. It's been close the entire way. At the half, it's 19-15. In a low-scoring affair, every point's going to count. Tabiona is perfect from the foul line. They are 6 of 6, and Valley is 2 of 4. The even scoring, 3 points down the board. All five of the 6 players that have played for the Buffaloes have 3 points.
Yeah, Gavin Hoyt, Connor Chamberlain, Casey Reck, Cameron Franklin, Orrin Wood, 3 points apiece. That's 15.
Yeah.
We had the first quarter, I'd say about an average amount of point output, wasn't it? I mean, 15 to 10, Tabby led. Second quarter, both teams just went cold. A few too many turnovers. Couldn't get shots to go. Defense ratcheted up, and that man-to-man switch for Valley, that made a difference. So they've been better defensively against Tabby in the man-to-man.
Which is a rare adjustment for the Buffaloes. I did not expect to see that man defense from them, and they're playing it well. The Buffalo's Tabiona defense has just been stifling, causing, I think they had 5 turnovers in the 6 in the first, 3 in the second. And Tabiona scores. Dakota Young has 4 points. Hayes Giles with the 1 3-point basket for Tabby. Gage Riley, 2-point basket, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. And Wyatt Fabrizio, 2 from the charity stripe and 2 2-point baskets. So really the difference in the game is those free throws. 6 made free throws from the Tigers, 100% from the line.
Yeah, Tabiona up by 4. They've made 4 free throws more than Valley has.
Yeah,
that's the simplest.
at the line. Should be an exciting half. These teams match up so well. They're both quick. They're both long. It's an exciting game, and we hope you guys enjoy it. We appreciate Southern Utah University sponsoring these halftime reports throughout the tournaments. Check them out at SUU and experience more at SUU, or check them out at SUU.edu. I lost my train of thought. SUU to everywhere. We'll be back in a minute.
Shed Inc., located at 44 North Main in Panguitch, Randy and Matt will take care of all of your screen printing needs. Need some extra cash? They'll buy those shed antlers you've been looking to sell. Call Shed Inc. today. Go Cats!
Locally owned and operated, Spencer Ag specializes in fertilizer, chemical, and seed sales, as well as custom application. Call Russell Spencer at 435-823-5259. Go Tigers! White Mountain Trading Post is your one-stop shop for all your travel needs. Centrally located between Zion, Bryce, and the Grand Canyon, and on your way to Lake Powell. Serving travelers for over 60 years, we offer clean restrooms, snacks, a gas station, a gift shop, and a Subway. Wishing all teams success in the postseason.
Welcome back to the second half. Connor Chamberlain, spin, shot, won't go. Rebound to Cody Young. We'll welcome you into the Sevier Valley Center for the second half between the Tabiona Tigers and the Valley Buffaloes. 19-5 Tigers. Buffaloes still in that man defense. And that just that's just a miscommunication from Iverson to Young. I think Iverson thought Young was going to cut to the basket. Young stayed in the corner and the ball went out of bounds. Another turnover for the Tigers.
LWM Disposal and Pinnacle Fuels are proud supporters of Tabiona Tiger basketball. Go Tigers.
Wood for 3, rims off. Rebound Heaton puts it up, won't go. Rebound Hayes Giles.
And Giles, he's outmatched in size by Heaton by about a foot, but he gets a hand up, contests the shot, and then keeps his position to get that rebound on the second shot.
Giles plays bigger than he is, for sure.
Tabby guys are, other than Gage Riley, they have to do that, right? And a lot of 1A guys do that all the time.
Absolutely. Young steps left for the 3, won't go. Tipped up by Iverson. Heaton pulls it down for the Buffaloes.
Heaton has been quiet. He hasn't scored. I've got that as only his 3rd rebound of the game.
He does have some block shots.
That's true. Yeah,
that's probably been his key contribution. I'll bet he has 4 or 5 blocks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. At least. He's been, you're right, he's been fantastic inside.
Nice little layup with the left hand.
I might have woke a sleeping giant.
Braden Heaton with that. No, but you were just stating the facts. He's been quiet on the offensive end of the court, and partially blocked by Franklin, but the foul will send Fabrizio to the line. Number 11 for Tabby set to check in, Ryan. Is that?
Yeah, Landon Rhodes. He'll get in at times, and he's long. He's built almost like Wyatt Fabrizio. You may remember
his brother. Was that
Gracie Rhodes
from
the girls basketball team when they lost to Bryce Valley a couple years ago in the state championship?
Yep. Fabrizio makes that one.
Tabby still perfect to the line, 8 for 8 on free throws, brought to you by A&W Pharmacy. Al's Pharmacy offers free delivery covering the Uinta Basin.
Wood drives in, hangs, gets it up. It's his own rebound, blocked from behind by Iverson. Dakota Young, double teamed, and a foul as Franklin reaches in.
Franklin just sits there and looks up at the official like, I didn't foul him? How was that a foul?
His first.
Yeah, just his first.
And that's better for him to get his first than Wood his third. So in that situation, he just needs to raise his hand and say, yeah, that one was on me.
Yeah, that's obviously wasn't thinking that way, but yeah.
Rhodes looks into Iverson. Giles double teamed. In the corner, Dakota Young for three over Heaton, and a rebound Franklin.
And Young released that higher than he usually does because of Heaton's defense coming out. Not so quiet, like I was saying. That was great defense by Heaton.
Spin into the paint over Fabrizio. Gavin Hoyt shot won't go in, but rebound Fabrizio. Fabrizio looked down to Rhodes' side, went, oh, I missed you. You can see the look. Wood with the takeaway. Fabrizio there with the foul. Shot won't go.
And you can see Wyatt, I think, trying to reach in and get the foul well before Woods had a chance to get to the hoop and get a 2-point, either the layup or the 3-point play opportunity. Fabrizio's second personal foul. Tabby up by 4.
Heaton hands to Wood. Wood yo-yos. Heaton with a mismatch there with Rhodes.
They switch back, get a good switch as the ball goes to the other side of the court.
Into Franklin to Heaton at the high post. Lob inside to Heaton, dribbles left, spins right, and passes it out over the head of Connor Chamberlain out of bounds.
And why Heaton doesn't attack, he's got Giles by a foot, but he just throws it back outside, even just a quick fadeaway or just turn and shoot. Giles cannot block that shot.
No, and when he stepped back right, he had Giles on his left hip. If he just finishes, Giles for three, won't go. Rebound, Iverson tips it to Rhodes. Rhodes out to Fabrizio. Young in the corner, fakes, backs up. Rhodes fakes left, goes left, kicks to Young, drives baseline, little floater, won't go. Rhodes puts it up and in for 2.
And Young followed that. He tipped it away from Valley over to Rhodes for the finish, the basket.
Connor Chamberlain spins, puts it up, won't go. Iverson pulls it down, it goes to Giles. Outlet pass to Young.
Tabiona needs some of this. They're contesting those inside shots, and they need some of those not to fall like that one didn't for Valley.
This defensive set for the Buffaloes brought to you by Orderville Town. Mayor and elected officials want to wish the Buffaloes success. Rhodes gets the corner, looks down inside to Iverson.
Landon Rhodes coming up big, the junior off the bench.
You know, he went to take the shot, it wasn't there. He just dishes it down to Iverson for 2 points. Timeout, Buffaloes on the floor. It's a Utah 1A basketball presented on KSL and mylocalradio.com.
As a Cedar City native, I was already familiar with the high-quality academics and the beautiful campus of Southern Utah University. I quickly found a second home in the Computer Science and Information Systems program. I graduated with an impressive portfolio right out of school and was able to get a job at Amazon as a cloud support engineer. I enjoy creating something great from nothing other than my imagination, aided by the problem-solving techniques I learned at SUU. I am so grateful for the guidance I received from Southern Utah University.
I think another good name for Matt Rex, the owner of T-Bar-S Body Shop in Evanston, would be the Anger Eraser. I came out to the parking lot to find a ding and scratch. I was so angry, I went to T-Bar-S Body Shop to get a quote and met Matt Rex. He said they would fix it, and he'd even talk to my insurance company. When I picked up my car, it looked great. No stress, no hassle. Matt's friendliness and quality service erased all my anger. When your car gets bunged up, don't get angry, just let T-Bar fix your car.
Off the Buffalo timeout is Buffalo ball. You're watching Utah High School Sportscast presentation, 1A basketball.
Woods, I think, thought he was trying to do a little too much there with the ball rather than just find a teammate, and lost control.
25-17, largest lead of the game for the Tigers. Fabrizio pulls up from the foul line, shot rims off, goes off of Franklin, out of bounds.
And there's Rhodes again, hustling, fighting for rebounds, being in the right place at the right time. He's got some great minutes here in the third quarter.
You know, and he's in there against the tall timber. He's probably 6 foot tall.
Yeah,
against 6'4", 6'5".
He's listed on the roster at 5'9". I think he's taller than that.
Giles is fouled on the shot. He'll go to the line, shoot three.
Boy, and you could hear the smack even with headphones on and from 30 yards away from up here. Ornwood, that's a third personal foul. Hayes Giles at the line shooting three. These free throws are brought to you by Alta and Nolan Giles, also by Basin Wide Dumpster and by Young's Log and Lumber. Proud supporters of Tabiona Tiger basketball. And Mike, you see a lot of these three-point shooters, and really that's what Giles is offensively, is a three-point shooter. But so many of them anymore, they hit it from outside, then they get to the free throw line and they struggle.
Yeah.
But knock on wood here, I don't want to curse Giles, but he's 2 for 2. He's not one of those guys. You can tell he works on his free throw. He's an accurate shooter from beyond the arc and from that 15-foot stripe.
11 of 11 from the charity stripe for Tabby, and they're up by 11. Hoyt gives to Chamberlain. Chamberlain steps back for three. That one's short. Rebound Young, tipped away, picked up by Franklin. Wood in the corner for three, won't go. Rebound Fabrizio.
And I tell you, Valley with just one field goal through 6 minutes of this third quarter. Brayton Heaton's sky hook down in the lane. And they've settled for a lot of outside shots, and they're not falling.
Out to Fabrizio, drives, paint, kicks to Rhodes for three, off the front of the iron, chased down by Hayes Giles, and he went to the ground with the ball and gets called for a travel.
Big G Truck Stop is proud to support the Tabiona Tigers. Big G Truck Stop.
It's offensive possession brought to you by South Central Communications for the area's fastest broadband internet. Give South Central Communications a call. Experience tournament without the buffer by signing up today at southcentral or socen.com. A foul on Hayes Giles. And Tabiona upset.
They let the refs know they did not like or agree with that call. Giles walked away with a scowl on his face, and it's a good thing he looked away from the ref, because if looks could kill, that ref would be.
And then he had a conversation with the official. Into Kyson Spencer, spins baseline, little sky hook for two. His first points of the game.
And that's a size advantage for Spencer or Heaton inside there with Hayes Giles defending. We haven't seen Gage Riley much in this third quarter.
I don't even see Gage Riley on the bench.
I was just noticing that as well.
Not sure. Oh, he's off over in the corner. Looks like he's milking an ankle. Connor Chamberlain for 3 and a 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching Utah High School Sportscast, the 1A state tournament on live.ksl.com.
Thunderbird Resort, Golf, and Restaurant at the junction of Highways 9 and 89 in the middle of Bryce and Zion National Parks. Stay and relax with us on the golf course and finish the day with a slice of fresh, hot, homemade pie.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Weststar Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Weststar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Weststar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Welcome back to the Sevier Valley Center. Utah 1A basketball on KSL and mylocalradio.com. Thunderbird Resort and Golf Course there in Orderville, Mount Carmel, East Zion. Proud to sponsor the Buffaloes for this tournament. Young got awful close to that time, or to the back, the half-court line. Young looks at the 3, dribbles right. Gage Riley. Tabby looking for the last shot of the quarter. Riley to Fabrizio. They have the ball and a 6-point lead, 28-22.
And that's Giles on the floor. Riley just making his way back to the bench after walking out with maybe a twisted ankle or something along those lines down in the tunnel.
And the trainer comes back behind him, so I assume some kind of taping or something going on down there. Hopefully Gage Riley is okay.
The trainer talking with Tabiona coach Lee Johns. I think here's your status of your boy Gage Riley.
Fabrizio, Rhodes pulls up, short. That's going to do it for the third quarter, 28-22. This is 1A basketball on KSL, mylocalradio.com.
It's that time of year again for high school state tournament basketball. This week, the Sevier Valley Center will host the 1A girls and boys state tournament. These games will be live on KTTA 8.1 over-the-air TV and also online at live.ksl.com. Get tuned in and enjoy some great basketball action.
The Alton Coal Development is located in Alton, Utah. The development employs 32 people at the extraction site and another 30 are employed driving trucks. Alton Coal reclaims the land by restoring habitat for sage grouse and cattle. Alton Coal.
You're watching state championship basketball on live.ksl.com, brought to you by Utah High School Sportscast, also on KTTA 8.1. Tabiona has the ball and a 6-point lead to start this fourth quarter.
Tabby had pushed out to an 11-point lead, but a 5-0 run to close the third for Valley.
Bounce pass down to Rhodes. Blocked and fouled. Connor Chamberlain blocks Iverson and gets called for the foul.
And that's a tough matchup. The way Iverson attacked the hoop, it would have been almost impossible for Chamberlain to defend the way he did and not get called for the foul. Tough to see from where we are how much contact there was. These free throws are brought to you by Darren Jenkins Irrigation Repair, by Dale and Lena Gines, and also by the Sage Cafe. Wishing the Tigers good luck throughout the tournament.
Colton Iverson makes that free throw. 12 of 12. I can do that math, Ryan.
Yeah, you see what you just did?
Jinxed him, but Rhodes saves that ball in, and then it's tipped out of bounds by the Buffaloes.
Boy, Rhodes, some great quality minutes, couple offensive boards, a basket, an assist, plus some more.
I always think when I'm talking about free throws, I should or shouldn't, but if I really truly had that kind of control, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's probably a little above my pay grade. Fabrizio drives left, kicks it back out to Giles, Hayes Giles.
Boy, Valley's pressure really coming out high. We'll see if Tabiona can take advantage of that.
Young to Giles, tripped up by by Franklin.
Mike, you talk to coaches, and they know that the teams have to play great. They also, any coach will tell you, to win 4 days, you've got to have some luck on your side. Tabby just made a pass. It went through Colton Iverson's leg. Lucky Hayes Giles was right behind him to grab the loose ball, and Tabby kept possession.
Yeah, you have to have a ball bounce your way, or a ball or two bounce your way in a state tournament by the end of the 4 days.
Cameron Franklin and Orrin Wood both with three fouls apiece. Three fouls apiece.
Fabrizio gets by Hoyt, drives. Kyson Spencer called for the block, and Kyson not happy, but he wasn't square, and Fabrizio drives through there. It's a tough break. He's probably just in the wrong spot at the wrong time.
And for Kyson Spencer, I just mentioned the Wood and Franklin have 3 fouls. That's number 3 on Kyson. Fabrizio doing a great job attacking the rim in this game. Fabrizio, 9 points, leads all scorers, doesn't he, Mike?
Yes, sir. From what I have, on a missed free throw. That goes off of Franklin's hands, out of bounds. So both times the Tabiona Tigers have missed free throws, they've ended up with getting the ball back. So it's almost a win if they can do anything with, if they can get some other points out of it.
And there was Landon Rhodes again contesting the easy rebound for Valley.
Gavin Hoyt tips that out of bounds.
No, but they'll give it to Valley.
And they say it went off of Fabrizio's hand after Hoyt.
Tabiona basketball is brought to you in part by Crossroads Concrete, supporting the Tigers from Tabiona. Good luck from Crossroads Concrete.
White Mountain Trading Post and Shell there in Mount Carmel. Spencer, a little turnaround jumper, goes down, and a rebound foul on Franklin. That's his 4th foul.
And the defense by Hayes Giles, he stays home, keeps hands straight up, and like I've said before, he's probably not going to block those shots of Kyson Spencer and Braden Heaton, but just the sound, solid defense causing them issues contesting those shots. Iverson shooting a 1-and-1. The free throw is presented by Gateway Gas Station. The Gateway Gas Station wishes the Tigers from Tabiona good luck.
And watching the body language of the Buffaloes, it's tough to watch. They just look out of sorts. They just absolutely look out of sorts, and there's plenty of time left in the game. If they can regain composure and do what they need to do, they'll be okay. But if you let that fester and build, it'll be to your demise.
Yeah. And I don't believe for a second that Valley thought they would come in and just dominate this game. But for them to be down by 10, they're going, wait, what's going on here?
Yeah.
I think they just figured it'd be a closer game.
Hoyt in the corner for 3, chased down by Franklin. Chamberlain's 3-point shot won't go. Franklin with a rebound, gives to Kyson Spencer. Spencer drives, spins left, hands to Franklin, and he's fouled from behind by Iverson. And Iverson protesting, but that was definitely a foul.
Yeah, from here it looked like he got 2 arms, 2 legs, and maybe a chin as well. Iverson's second personal.
There's always 2 sides to every call.
There certainly is. There's no doubt about that.
Franklin makes that one.
How does Valley have so much size? Where did the hell that come from?
For a lot of years, you didn't see that, but you started to see some of these Valley teams. Franklin has a younger brother that's a freshman that's going to be a very big kid. You see him down there on the very end of the bench. Good little post player. Young dribbles through traffic.
Wood tried to draw the charge, fell to the floor, but didn't get that whistle.
Fabrizio, double team, gets it over to Giles. Giles double teams Franklin. He goes off Giles' hands, out of bounds. A lot of contact there, a lot of body contact.
They've let him play, and I feel like the no call there is consistent with how it's gone.
Absolutely. No, I agree with you 100%.
Giles didn't like the call. Tabiona fans wanted a foul, but I think the way that the officials have officiated this game, that was consistent with what they've done. I thought it was great.
Wood looks, gives to Chamberlain. Chamberlain looks into Heaton. Wood goes to the corner, lob into Heaton. Spins left, kicks it out. Kyson Spencer, high arcing three.
Big three for Spencer.
Giles. Timeout on the floor. You're watching Utah High School Sportscasts in the 1A State Basketball Tournament on live.ksl.com.
Dragon Rights Taxidermy is your one stop for world-class taxidermy. When you harvest that trophy of a lifetime, don't trust it to just anyone. Call Jeremy Chamberlain for all your taxidermy needs.
Frosty's Cleaning and Sales wants to wish Region 20 success. Frosty's has the most up-to-date equipment and utilizes an enzyme extraction combined with hot water for both carpets and tile. Frosty's also offers custom welding and fabrication. Call Shane or Judy today. When you're in need of meat processing, think of the Glendale Country Store. Kyle and Rachel Spencer, from beef to wild game, they do it all. Summer sausage and their famous barbecue jerky. Wishing the Buffaloes success. The Orderville Town Council wishes the Valley Buffaloes the best of luck. Come and enjoy hiking, ATVing, horseback riding, camping, and hunting. Orderville, home of the Valley Buffaloes and the heart of Kane County.
Off the timeout, it's Tabiona ball. They get it into Young. This is Utah 1A basketball on KSL MyLocalRadio.com. Giles, and a foul on Kyson Spencer, his fourth.
Well, and there was contact at one point. I think of Casey Reck or wasn't sure if it was him or Chamberlain, but a double hand check on Dakota Young, no whistle, and then Spencer picks up his fourth there.
So Valley in some significant foul trouble with Franklin with 4, Kyson Spencer with 4.
Ornwood 3. Hayes Giles shooting free throws. He hits the first, and these free throws are brought to you by Swayze's Grocery and by Triple L Trucking. Wishing the Tigers good luck.
If you're looking for some fun on the second weekend in July, check out the Bryce Canyon Half Marathon. Race runs from Bryce Canyon City to Cannonville. Register today and save early registration at BryceCanyonHalfMarathon.com.
If I was a runner, Mike, I can't imagine a better place to run than in that beautiful setting.
You run down Highway 12 right through Bryce Canyon. It's spectacular. Bounce pass into Heaton, or dribbles once, misses the shot. That's a good look, good set, and the Buffaloes just have found a lid on their rim. Jump ball alternating possession to the Buffaloes.
And Valley's pressure, the defensive intensity right now is causing Tabiona some issues. They haven't found that open window to take advantage of Valley being so far out defensively.
You know, and it's just a 6-point game. The way the Buffaloes can score, Ryan, 6 points is nothing if they can get that lid off the basket on this offensive end.
Right.
And that's really the defense of Tabby. Tabby has been smothering on this end with their defense. Inside again to Heaton, kicks it out to Chamberlain, to Spencer.
Smothering and contesting every shot. It's nothing easy for Valley.
Wood drives, spins again, falls down and travels.
Uinta Precision Machine and Manufacturing Company wishes Tabiona good luck. You can check them out at uintaprecision.com.
Buffalo's in a 1-2-1-1 full court press, tipped away by Wood.
Jessup and Lucy Van Tassel wish the Tigers good luck, along with Rhodes Nuts and Bolts. That's Rhodes Nuts and Bolts. Go Tigers.
If you're tuning in for the Rich and Wendover game, which should start in 5 minutes, you come blocked by Hoyt. Giles to Fabrizio for 3. Dagger. Back out to 9 points. We've got another good game that isn't over yet between the Buffaloes and Tabiona. Rec loses the handle, throws that back court.
Valley had an issue with turnovers in the first quarter, 6 of them. They're starting to have an issue again here in the fourth, 3.
Fabrizio over the head and out of bounds of Dakota Young.
That was so high and hot. Dakota Young, I think, thought it was intended for a teammate that he thought was maybe in the corner, but not there. If we're playing, ghost baseball because we only have 3-on-3,
right.
Maybe you have a man in the corner, but not tonight for Tabby.
Hey, folks, Utah 1A basketball is presented by Cache Valley Visitors Bureau. Find your fun in Logan. Visit explorelogan.com. Into Kyson Spencer. Great defense by Hayes Giles. Hoyt is fouled before the shot by Fabrizio.
Tabby fans wanted to travel there.
Also, Bear Lake Realty, proud to sponsor the state tournament for real estate in beautiful Bear Lake. Work with the best. Visit bearlakerealty.com. Gary and Amber McKee, 3-point shot off the dribble for Gavin Hoyt. Timeout Buffaloes. You're watching Utah High School Sportscasts and the 1A Basketball State Championship on live.ksl.com.
Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need.
Shed Inc., located at 44 North Main in Panguitch, Randy and Matt will take care of all of your screen printing needs. Need some extra cash? They'll buy those shed antlers you've been looking to sell. Call Shed Inc. today. Go Cats!
Locally owned and operated, Spencer Ag specializes in fertilizer, chemical, and seed sales, as well as custom application. Call Russell Spencer at 435-823-5259. Go Tigers! White Mountain Trading Post is your one-stop shop for all your travel needs. Centrally located between Zion, Bryce, and the Grand Canyon, and on your way to Lake Powell. Serving travelers for over 60 years, we offer clean restrooms, snacks, a gas station, a gift shop, and a Subway. Wishing all teams success in the postseason.
Bryce Canyon Half Marathon again. The race runs the second Saturday in July. Don't miss out. Early registration is open now. BryceCanyonHalfMarathon.com. Pass into Hayes Giles. 3-on-1. To Iverson. Back to Giles for 3. Won't go. Rebound. Foul on Iverson. That looked like, you had Wood and Franklin fighting for the rebound, and we didn't have the angle, I guess, to see what really happened on that backside.
Well, that's the thing, and as much physicality as we've seen, it doesn't seem, from what we saw, it doesn't seem that was consistent for a foul, but there was obviously something we didn't see, Mike.
Yeah, it's hard. For this angle, you can't see a hand in the back. You can't see that stuff. So.
Contact with a shoulder or a hip that, we just couldn't see from this angle.
So, the last 2 possessions, Buffaloes have cut that lead to 6. Inside, Franklin dribbles off his toe, goes to the floor. Giles rolls over and rolls over again. So when he goes from his chest to his back, and then he goes from his back to his chest, he traveled twice, and the Fists didn't get it. So we'll be back after this.
Thunderbird Resort, Golf, and Restaurant at the junction of Highways 9 and 89 in the middle of Bryce and Zion National Parks. Stay and relax with us on the golf course and finish the day with a slice of fresh, hot, homemade pie. Bryce Canyon Half Marathon, 13.1 miles of fun. The race starts at Bryce Canyon City, runs through Bryce Canyon National Park,
and finishes in Cannonville. Early registration is open now. Race runs the second Saturday in July.
Welcome back to Utah 1A basketball on KSLMyLocalRadio.com. Ryan, you just brought something up. We still have not seen Gage Riley back in this game, and he's been out for over a quarter and a half.
And he's on the bench, but Landon Rhodes has given Tabby some fantastic minutes in this second half, and Coach Gines must feel confident about what he's got with him, or maybe Riley's injury is a little more than we think.
Young drives, scoops it under, taken away by Reck. He's trying to get that into Iverson.
A little bit of a forced play by Young, and that could prove costly. A third turnover for Tabby here in the quarter.
Franklin inside, defended by Iverson, kicks it back out. Rex drives baseline, blocked and fouled from behind by Giles.
Tabiona Tiger basketball is proudly sponsored by Hannah Hilton Cafe and Bar. Congratulations for making state. Go Tigers. And by Delsco, proud sponsors of Tabiona Tiger basketball. Delsco.
White Mountain Trading Post there in Mount Carmel bringing you these free throws. White Mountain Trading Post and Shell Station want to wish the Buffalo success. The area's largest, best selection of Native American jewelry and t-shirts.
Tabby is led by as much as 11, but Valley hanging around.
Lead now 5 off the miss, tipped. Giles with the rebound out top. Fabrizio to Giles, to Young. Splits the defenders, kicks to Rhodes in the right corner. Kicked away by Reck.
Tabby fans have got to be feeling like Valley is getting away with murder right now. Giles maybe was fouled twice as he pulled down the rebound over here. 2 or 3 other possible fouls. Just the physicality here by Valley.
Absolute officials letting them play. Triple team, and Young goes out of bounds, assisted by Casey Reck.
And Casey goes, what, me? Yeah, when you push somebody, that's a foul, Casey.
That's his second foul. Dakota Young at the foul line.
And Dakota sold it well, but that was clearly a push by Reck.
Yeah, it was. But if you're gonna take, I mean, it's like when you take a charge. Once the contact's made, take the charge, right?
That's right.
You're watching 1A State Championship Basketball presented in part by Southern Utah University. Check them out at SUU.edu, SUU to everywhere. You're an SUU alum, Ryan.
SUU's fantastic, Mike. I kind of went there. That's a long story. I wasn't planning on it, but then I went there, and I no regrets. I loved it there. It's a beautiful campus, great school.
Young makes them both. 7-point game, 2:18 to go. Wood defended by Rhodes. Kyson Spencer. Giles there defending. Bounce pass underneath to Chamberlain. Shot won't go. Fouled by Young.
And you see Young, a lot of players will do this. They'll put that hand straight up in the air, say, no, I had my hand straight up, but Young did reach out and foul Chamberlain. Good call.
A lot of the times, the only times their hands were straight in the air is when they're showing the official that that's where they thought their hand was.
In baseball, the catcher catches it down, out, and then frames it back up in the strike zone.
Yeah, you know it's the framing in baseball is a problem when there's a stat for those that frame it the best, you know? All right. Chamberlain makes both. Chamberlain with 8 points in the ball game. Buffalo's going to their offensive-defensive substitution with their speed. Young ball tipped away, high pass cross court to Fabrizio from Giles. Fabrizio bounce pass to Rhodes, back out to Giles. Fabrizio, Young, minute 54 to go.
It's a tightrope walk here for Tabiona. They've got to maintain possession, but
and the travel.
Avoid the turnovers.
You know, it's such a, like you're saying, a tightrope walk because you want to take time, run time, but you don't want to turn it over. It's so scary. I always hold my breath when the team that, you know, when my team that I'm cheering for on the regular season is playing that keep away game, and anything can happen. 5-point game, 38-33. Connor Chamberlain right side, defended by Young. Dribbles right, left, gives to Heaton. Hoyt drives, scoops, won't go. Heaton with a big rebound, stripped away by Hayes Giles.
Sage Cafe and Stewart's Grocery are proud to support Tabiona Tiger basketball. Sage Cafe and Stewart's Grocery.
The officials confer, and they do give it to Hayes Giles. I thought he was saying number 1, but it's a 1-and-1.
How's Heaton from the free throw line, Mike?
You know, not good on that one. The rebound, Hoyt takes the 3. High bounce, won't go. Rebound, foul as Iverson continues to try and pull the ball away after the whistle.
As much noise as there was, I didn't hear the whistle. I knew it was there, but I don't, and likely that Iverson didn't hear it either. But I like that move from Casey Reck. He put a hand on the back of Iverson, just patted it, say, hey, the play's over, whistle, you're good, settle down. And not in a demeaning way, just say, you're good, nice job.
That is the 3rd foul on Connor Chamberlain.
Double bonus, so Iverson shooting 2. He's 5 for 5 from the line, so it might not have mattered anyway.
Set back out to 7-point game. Buffaloes are starting to run out of time for a comeback. Kyson Spencer for 3, won't go. Tipped by Hoyt and goes out of bounds. Tabiona ball.
Number 10 back into the game, Casey Reck, as well as number 22.
This possession brought to you by Garcane Energy, keeping the lights on for over 70 years. Also, the quality in Richfield. What a great place to stay when you're coming to Richfield to these tournaments. You're home away from home at the state tournament.
Mike, a lot of continental breakfasts are like the Danish and the cereal.
Right.
Quality in here in Richfield. It's a hot breakfast. You got sausage, eggs, waffles, and much more. It's a great breakfast.
Giles gets it ahead to Iverson. Pass tipped away by Wood as they try to get it to Rhodes. No, quality in Richfield. It's a nice place to stay. We've enjoyed our stay there.
Oh, yeah. And that kind of breakfast makes such a difference for me on long days like we have here at State.
Young, bounce pass to Fabrizio. 59 seconds to go. Fabrizio back out to Young. Tabiona, such great ball handlers. And Connor Chamberlain, that's going to be his 4th foul.
And we're in the double bonus, remember, for Valley. So Tabiona shooting 2 free throws.
And I have Fabrizio 5 of 6 from the foul line.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Makes his first.
Tabiona as a team, what have they missed? 2 free throws in the game. They're somewhere in like 2 for 22 20 for 22, somewhere in that ballpark from the free throw line tonight.
Makes them both. 9-point game. And a foul will put Hoyt. You know, and that's a situation there. Coach Gines absolutely furious about that foul. But that's one that Rhodes doesn't probably need to put that pressure on and chest up to Gavin Hoyt, 60 feet from the basket.
Yeah, and that's something that comes with experience. You get a better feel for that. And Rhodes doesn't have a lot of varsity experience.
Hoyt makes them both. 7-point game. Tipped out of, that looked like it was going to go out of bounds. Young ahead to Rhodes. Rhodes double teamed. Young to Fabrizio. Tabby just playing keep away. Giles Back to Fabrizio on a reach in by Hoyt. Will send Fabrizio to the line.
Hoyt with 2 fouls. You got a lot of Valley Buffaloes in foul trouble. 4 fouls on a bunch of them, but Hoyt with just 2.
Up by 7 and Fabrizio at the line. Tabby says, you know, we'll just go back and play defense. 8-point game.
Tabby 13 of 16 on free throws here in the fourth quarter alone.
Hoyt picks up the ball. Drives in, keeps it himself, finger roll for 2. And timeout, Valley. We'll take another short break. You're watching 1A basketball on KSL, My Local Radio, and KTTA 8.1.
Buffering sucks. Stop watching your favorite internet shows 30 seconds at a time. Get super fast 1 gigabyte speed now. South Central Communications is invested in you and building for the future. Get there faster with the best internet experience at a price no one can beat. Upgrade to 1 gig internet and enjoy smooth streaming on every device in your home. Enhance your internet experience today. South Central Communications is delivering the most advanced fiber internet to every home and business.
Welcome back to the 1A 7th game of the day on day 2. Sevier Valley Center. You're watching Tabiona and Valley. Tabiona with a 7-point lead. And the ball. Young is fouled quickly.
Boy, that's about as quick as you can get on a foul.
Yeah,
that's what Valley needed.
I don't even know that a half a second ticked off.
Was it 25.3 or something? 25.5?
Franklin just fouled out. Franklin's like, I wasn't even there. It was. He's like, I was, and I think he's right. He was at half court.
And Connor Chamberlain arguing his case as well.
Because I think he's right. I think Franklin was clear away from the play.
Where he fits in this defensive scheme for Valley, that would make sense. It would be either Reck or Chamberlain, I think. And Franklin making his way back to the defensive side of the court, so a correction. So Casey Reck is the one who committed the foul, his 3rd personal.
Yeah, looking at it on replay, Franklin was at the 3-point line. Dakota Young, if you can believe it, Ryan, Tabiona just made another free throw.
It's hard to believe, Mike. I mean,
they have shot as well as I've ever seen a team shoot in a state tournament from the foul line. Hoyt pushes it up the floor, jump stop for 3, short, gets his own rebound, ball on the ground, picked up by Fabrizio, and another quick foul. And at this point, down by 9 points, that's going to be Chamberlain's 5th foul, and Chamberlain's had a great game. He fouls out with 8 points, 2 threes, and 2 made free throws. Great game for the sophomore. Coach Gines over there talking to Gage Riley. That's got to be exciting, but a tough deal for Gage Riley. Hopefully he'll be back on his pegs for the game tomorrow against either Wendover or Rich.
Well, and Riley, I think one thing he has to focus on is the minutes he put in the first half.
Absolutely,
were fantastic. Tabby doesn't win this game without him and what he did in the first half.
Fabrizio missed a free throw. Wood pulls back for three. That's short again. Kyson Spencer for three. That one goes in. That's going to do it. 47-40. Tabiona advances over the Valley Buffaloes to play tomorrow against the winner of Rich and Wendover at 7 p.m. Hang with us, folks. We'll be back with the Ruby's Inn post-game report and highlights brought to you by Ruby's Inn after this.
Bryce Canyon sure is amazing, but don't just stand there at the overlook. Hop on the saddle for a true Wild West experience. Ruby's Inn has the perfect horseback adventure for your family. Whether it's just an hour-and-a-half ride to the canyon rim or a full-day getaway to the very trails used by outlaw Butch Cassidy, we've got rides for first-timers and old-timers. Come visit us in the lobby to plan your adventure or call 866-782-0002. Ruby's Inn, the wonder of the West.
Everybody's got a love story. It won't take long. Here they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Power outage on a Saturday night. We get lost in the night, baby, losing our minds. Some kind of love, some kind of feeling.
Restoring power when you need it the most. One more reason to love Garcane.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Welcome to the post-game report brought to you by Ruby's Inn, and hosting visitors to Bryce Canyon and the other national parks in southern Utah for more than 100 years. Ruby's Inn. Visit ruby'sinn.com. Valley Buffaloes and the Tabiona Tigers, a matchup that if these teams ended up on the other side of the brackets, this could have easily been a state championship matchup, but we meet in the quarterfinals. Valley jumped out to an early lead, a 3-point lead after Gavin Hoyt hit an early three out right off the tip-off, but Tabiona bounced back and led 15-10 at the end of one. Tabby kept that lead and it was up by 4 at the half. Tabiona continued to just maintain that lead. They pushed it as high as 11, but Valley never let up, and it was a 6-point game at the end of the third quarter. Tabiona shot free throws extremely well throughout the night, finished 86% on 25 of 29. Wyatt Fabrizio had 15 points, and Tabiona earns the victory, 47-40 over Region 20's number 1 team, the Valley Buffaloes, knocked out of championship contention. So the 4 teams left, well, at least right now we've got a few teams that we know are remaining in this championship bracket. Panguitch, which beat Monticello earlier. Bryce Valley topped Manila. Those two will meet in one half of the bracket. It'll be Tabiona, and they'll await the winner between the next game, Rich and Wendover. Tabby 47 and Valley 40. That's your post-game wrap-up brought to you by Ruby's Inn, the gateway to the parks down in southern Utah. ruby'sinn.com. Visit today. That'll do it for this one. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with Rich versus Wendover in just a bit on this presentation of Utah High School Sportscast production of 1A State Basketball on mylocalradio.com and live.ksl.com.